Welcome to this topic of high performance project management. Hi, my name is Vish Krishnan. I'm a professor here at the University of California, San Diego's Rady School of Management. In my research and teaching, I specialize on this topic of project management and how it's becoming increasingly important in our global connected world. What is project management? Why do we care? What can it do for you? These will be the topics that we'll discuss in this series of videos. But quite simply, if you're anyone who feels more and more squeezed, having to do lots and lots of work with less and less time and resources at your disposal, odds are project management can be of help to you. The body of knowledge accumulated from research and project management may actually help us become more relaxed and productive while executing even complex projects. It can also help our organizations complete projects more consistently, on time, on budget, and become more competitive in a crowded marketplace. Let's begin at the beginning. What is a project? And what is not a project? Well, if you're just doing a simple task or a few tasks, then you don't have to worry about project management. We all know how to do them, and they're relatively easy to accomplish. As soon as we get into a number of tasks that are coupled, connected, one dependent on the other in terms of getting information from a predecessor task or some kind of deliverable from a earlier task, immediately we land in the territory of projects. Projects are simply a collection of tasks, more than a few, that are coupled, connected, interdependent, that have a deadline. So there is a pressure of a deadline by which we have to finish, and that do not also have unlimited resources at their disposal. They're also not ongoing and repetitive like a process. A project is a more unique and temporary endeavor. Again, with a distinct start date, with a defined deadline, with a limited set of resources at our disposal. A process, like an operating process, is not a project because it's repetitive, it's ongoing. It's not that it's not useful, it's useful in its own way, but it complements projects which are more unique and temporary. Project management is actually the process by which we manage projects, interestingly. It's a systematic approach on taking these projects from start to completion. And how do we do this with resource constraints? With budgeted time and resources. That's what project management is all about. It helps us complete these projects on time, on budget, and come up with a quality outcome that exceeds the expectations of our stakeholders. So project management has evolved some simple tools and techniques like an SOW or a statement of work that very clearly defines up front what is it that we are trying to achieve, where are we trying to go, and with what resources, in what time frame. And also, how do we plan this project so that we can get some traction in executing the project. So there is a whole approach called work breakdown structure, where we take the work involved in project management and try to break it down into smaller components and figure out which ones are very critical in terms of their completion in order to complete the project on time. So these are the concepts and tools that we'll encounter in our upcoming series on project management. Project management is also not a static field. Projects themselves are evolving. It used to be that we can define projects very clearly and lay them out, for execution, but increasingly projects have more and more uncertainty associated with them, as in discovery and development type activities. And projects are also globally distributed and globally connected. We are all doing projects with collaborators who are not all in the same location or time zone. So, new methods and techniques have emerged on how to manage these globally distributed and uncertain projects. These will also be topics that we'll cover in our upcoming series.